Hi everyone, happy Saturday. It is a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous day in Oakland, California. And I'm about to make some strawberry cake because we're going to our friend's house for Easter brunch tomorrow and we need strawberry cake. I want to say right now that I want to see you in August here in Oakland at the Compassion in Action Conference. I'm really excited for the next Zero Waste podcast episode. It might be 2 more on food waste that I'm writing right now. So we're going to be covering food waste and it's so inspiring. I've been so inspired. So the cake I'm making, and I'm going to tell you why David didn't like my decision today, but the cake I'm making is zero waste in the sense that, you know, once it reached my home, my house, my being, it's zero waste. The flour, everything I have here is something I bought without plastic. It was bought locally. And the strawberries, I bought some strawberries at the farmer's market quite a few weeks ago now, and I wasn't going to eat them all, so I put them in a wonderful mason jar. Actually, here's some left because I'm going to use this for the frosting. Here are some of the strawberries. I put them in a mason jar. The trick with freezing anything in a mason jar, especially if there's any liquid, and this wasn't liquid, but you don't want to fill it up all the way. So maybe just 3/4 of the way full. So I'll show you. I have a strawberry puree from strawberries from the farmer's market weeks ago, and I didn't get plastic wrapped strawberries. So today I'll tell you the story because, you know, making these zero waste decisions, sometimes they can be really hard. Because as with everything else we do in our lives, we choose convenience. We value convenience over compassion, as I say, often when it has to do with vegan decisions. And we are leaving in a couple days for Vietnam. And we have to do a few logistical things to make sure that we can get into the country, like, you know, fulfill visa requirements. So we had to go get 2 passport photos. Each of us had to get passport photos. And so we went up to the UPS store nearby, and we also have to print some forms for the visa. And I don't have any paper. I don't use virgin paper. I don't really have to print a lot of things. So everything I print is just on scrap paper or just, you know, just kind of the backs of paper, right? And we need paper. We need proper paper. So I actually borrowed some paper from a neighbor a couple weeks ago for something I needed it for, like for legit reasons. Meaning it was official and I needed like proper paper. So this is what this is for the visa, but I just don't want to go buy paper. So we're in the UPS store and they actually said, I said, do you know where we can buy paper around here? And the woman said, how much do you need? Do you need a ream? And I said, yeah, I need a ream. And she says, well, we can sell you a ream. And I said, is it recycled paper? And she said, no. And I said, oh, and David's like, we really need paper. Like, we have to print this. And we have a full day tomorrow. We have dinner with friends tonight. David was going to band practice right after the passport photos. And then Monday, he's just got a full day. And so do I before we leave really early Tuesday morning. So I was going to get it. And then they brought it in and they brought it from their own printer and it was wrapped in plastic and it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that you try to get paper because and especially recycled paper when it's wrapped in plastic. So I made the decision. I just said to her, could you sell us just like, we just need 20 sheets of paper. Would you sell us 20 sheets of paper? And she said, no, we won't do that. And I said, okay, I can't get it. I just don't want to get it. And David was like, we really need the paper. And he's like, when are we going to go get paper? And I said, honey, I just can't do it. I can't get this plastic wrapped paper. So I didn't. And David in his sainthood with a little halo. David in his sainthood after practice, before dinner tonight, we have dinner with friends tonight, is going to go to Staples. Because I've checked like pharmacies like Walgreens and they don't have it not wrapped in plastic. So I said the best thing to do is to go to like an Office Max or an Office Depot or Staples and look for recycled paper that's wrapped in paper. I know, doing the right thing is really hard sometimes, Hernan. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Hernan. It is hard. So, but I did it. And David's a saint because he, you know, he could easily have you know, overridden my decision, overridden. And he didn't. I keep looking over here because Michko is out on the kitchen patio. Charlie's running around outside. Ciao, Luciana. Did I say Hernan? Or is it Hernan? How do you pronounce it? Michiko's out here watching the hillside because she saw a squirrel, so she's just watching the hillside. She's keeping an eye on things out there, and Charlie's running around. But it is the most gorgeous day. So again, compassionandactionconference.com. But if you want to stick around, I'm going to make some strawberry cake. Would you like to do that? Where are you from? Where are you right now? We've got Luciana. I can see is in Italy. Are you still in Italy right now, Luciana? And Hernan, where are you? Where is everybody? Where are you? Where are you? So go listen to the zero waste episodes I've already done on the Food for Thought podcast. It's been just life-changing for me, and I'm really excited to continue sharing more with you. And like I said, we're going to be doing that at the Compassion and Action Conference in August. And the next episode is going to be part 2 of food waste. And it's about food waste in our homes, because most of the food waste is in our homes. And it's been amazing. Like, our refrigerator's almost completely empty, and yet I have enough food in my house for a lot more meals. And we're not going to go shopping before we leave for Vietnam. And we have friends coming over for dinner tomorrow night, and I've got things to make for brunch tomorrow, and I do not have to go to the store. It's wonderful. And one of the things that I'm going to be talking about the food waste is actually eating the food you have in the house, and eating the food that you put on your plate, and not throwing it in the garbage, and how garbages shouldn't smell. Garbages? I really am completely sober. I don't know why I can't find my words. Garbage cans, bins, garbage bins, rubbish bins, they shouldn't smell. Dumps shouldn't smell. Like, there shouldn't be food waste in a dump. There shouldn't be food waste in a garbage. Okay, Sarah's in New Zealand. I know, I'm very excited, Sarah. I'm very happy to see me talking about zero waste as well. Are you, do you aspire to be zero waste? And I'm going to constantly say that it's an aspiration. Can you wait for a moment? I just have to make sure Michiko doesn't run away. Hold on. Michi, get over here. Michi, here. Come on. Leave that for you. Come here. Michi. 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 Stop ignoring me. Thank you. You just stop ignoring me. Sit there. Okay. The people coming on right now are like, where did she go? Nikki's in Vermont. Hi. Donna, I have news about my knee. I actually do. Here comes Charlie. Charlie's back. Oh, he's been on the hillside. Like I said, Sarah's in New Zealand. Hi, Allison. And I'm so glad, Allison. That's really awesome. Nicole, I'll see you in Vietnam, Nicole, in a few days. That's awesome. Hi, Ann in Bethlehem. Pennsylvania. Stephanie's in Atlanta. David's in Portland. And the one with the strong R. Like Hernan? Is that how you say it? Awesome, awesome, awesome. So Charlie just returned. Hi, Charlie. Welcome back. Welcome home. Good to see you.
Hi. What are you doing? Come here. Want to say hi to everybody? Even though you don't like getting picked up?
There's Charlie. There's Charlie with his toes. What are you doing? Are you having adventures? You're a good boy. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. We saw Isle of Dogs last night, by the way. If you guys haven't seen it, I recommend it, especially if you like Japanese film, which I'm a huge fan of Japanese film. And it was really, really wonderful. It was really funny. It was just delightful, and the animation was unbelievable. So I can keep talking about that, and if you have questions about veganism, if you have questions about food, if you have questions about film, I'm happy to answer them while I make my cupcakes. So I'm going to make my cupcakes right now, and you can stick around to lick the bowl with me if you like. And if you have questions about zero waste, I just did my video and blog post at joyfulvegan.com about our new toilet paper that we're using. I shouldn't be talking about that while I'm making a cake. But I'll be talking about, I have a new shampoo and conditioner I'm going to be sharing with you that's zero waste. It's like the ultimate in recycling. Because recycling really shouldn't be, let's use something once and then recycle it. Recycling really should be reusing something. That's really like the original meaning and the proper meaning of recycle. Lisa is watching. Hello, Lisa. Christine said she made the okara sausage really good. That's awesome. And Portland here says, Christine, we're so used to buying what we want. It's such a challenge to choose not to buy something. It really, really, really is. It's amazing. There's Michiko. It really, really is. It really is. What did I say to David? Yeah, like for instance, we have an umbrella outside. We have a big umbrella, you know, for shade on our deck, and it's broken. And I said to David today, I mean, he was joking, but I said to David today, like, I want to see what's wrong with it so we can see if we can fix it. In the past, and again, not that I was someone who just like bought stuff and throws things out, but in the past, I wouldn't have looked into getting it fixed. I would have been like, oh, darn, Michi, stay here. I would have been like, oh, darn, like the umbrella's broken. We'll have to get a new one. And then I would probably still put it out to free cycle, but it's broken. Stay here. Where are you going? Up, 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 up. You too, Charlie. Okay, so I just put some food in the compost bin and some gluten flour dropped on the ground. Charlie's licking it up right now. Charlie likes gluten, apparently. So here's the story about my knee, and I'll keep this very brief, and I'll say it in 10 seconds. I got a cortisone shot yesterday for my knee, and I can feel the slightest bit of relief already. I'm still going to use the crutches. I'm still bringing the crutches with me. You can see my crutch right there. I'm still going to be walking on crutches. The doctor said, you know, it could take a week or more to really feel an effect. I'm definitely already feeling an effect, which I'm so grateful for. But I have to really, I'm someone who, because I just want to get so much done. I'm someone who just, if I start to feel the slightest bit better, I overdo it. And then I could damage things again. So I'm gonna take it easy. I am standing right now, but I was standing when it was in the worst amount of pain. And I'm just mostly standing on my right leg, which I mostly feel bad for my right leg because it's doing all of the work that the left leg can't do anymore. Hold on, gotta check Michiko. Where are you, Michiko? All right, you come here now. There's none of that. No more gluten for anybody. Now Michiko is licking the gluten. All right, I think everybody should be inside so I don't have to be distracted while I'm doing this video. Let's everybody come inside now. All right, everybody can come inside. Party's over, go relax. All right, Allison, would you please post some of the food you eat in Vietnam? I love seeing vegan foods available across the world. Absolutely, Allison, absolutely will be doing that. And I've said 1,000 times, and I will say it again, our Rwanda trip in June, July is already sold out. That's sold out in 48 hours. So we added a second Rwanda trip, and it's in July of 2019. It's a go, meaning that we have the number of people to justify going, but there are spots left. So if you want to join us, I mean, now is the time to decide because it'll give you the time to save for it. It is a trip of a lifetime. I cannot say that we're going to do another one. We're doing 2 Rwanda trips back to back, but you can go to cpgtrips.com if you're interested in at least just checking it out. Christine said, cortisone can be a miracle drug. It really helped my bursitis. I know, I don't jump to something like a cortisone shot very easily, but I was suffering for a week. I mean, it didn't get any better, and I was on high amounts of ibuprofen. Don't you dare thinking about jumping up here. Don't you think about it. Hi, Shelly in Rockford, Illinois. And Allison again said, please post some of the food. Clem said, where do you get the teas for the tea you make? I have a fractured foot and I would love to make the tea you share. I said, don't come up. No. The teas that I make, are you talking about the turmeric tea? Or you like, I was making a matcha tea. I just buy my matcha tea from local tea shops. And I actually have some matcha left over from something I bought a while ago, and then I just put turmeric in. So if that's what you're talking about, it was just a matcha tea. You know, matcha tea is just green tea that's all ground into a powder, and then you whisk it with milk, and I use my homemade soy milk in my whiskey bottle. And then I whisked in some turmeric. So I'm still taking high amounts of ibuprofen, still taking high amounts of turmeric, and the cortisone shot seems to have done a little bit. I told you it was going to take 10 seconds to talk about that. So now you've made me talk about it a lot longer. Yeah, that's all you need to do. It's just matcha and milk. That's it. And then I added turmeric as well. So would you guys like to watch the strawberry? Let me know. I'm going to wait and give you a chance to answer me if you'd like to see the strawberry cake, because I can point the camera down to the bowl. If you're interested, I can accommodate you. Does any water go in here? It's interesting. I don't even need milk for this. I'm looking at my recipe and I'm like, oh, interesting. Interesting choice I made. Shelly is interested in the cake. David loves the whiskey bottle. Yeah, because it's awesome. Because taking a bottle, I'm going to say it again. Taking a bottle that is fully functional, with that doesn't hold the thing that it was originally holding, but is still fully functional, to throw that into the recycling, which is basically to throw it away, to melt it down to make another bottle is really stupid. It's really stupid. Okay, so this recipe is in the Joy of Vegan Baking. I assume all of you have the Joy of Vegan Baking, right? Right. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down so you can see the cake, so you can see my bowl. Woo! Hold on. Hold on, sorry about that. The bottle you just wash, you can get like bottle brushes, but really for the whiskey bottle, it didn't really need much washing. You just make sure you soak it in some soap. Okay, I gotta look to see, I should have gotten my laptop because it's gonna be harder to see your questions, but I'll just lean down to see. Shelly, you win the prize. Shelly has all my books. Well done, Shelly. Okay, so I've got all-purpose flour already in the bowl, and I'm gonna add some baking soda. Here's my baking soda and my baking powder. So I have a little BP on the bottom and a BS on the bottom, to make sure I know the difference between the two, because that could get really confusing. So here's my baking soda. Clem says, I just got your Joy Vegan Baking book. I don't know which recipe to start with. I would start with the chocolate cake, the easiest recipe. The chocolate chip banana muffins are also incredible. And what else is a favorite? What are some of your favorites, everybody? So this is a 1 3/4 cup. Whoa, need a little bit more. 1 3/4 cup of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. And remember, the thing that you need to react with the baking soda is some kind of acid. And the acid I'm going to be using is vinegar. You can use lemon juice, you can use any kind of vinegar, you can use white distilled vinegar. I'm going to be using apple cider vinegar. And this is something, yeah, the drop biscuits for sure. For sure. Kara, you should definitely listen to my podcast episode, the first one I did on zero waste, and then start listening to all of them. You can read my blog posts as well. I've been writing blog posts about the zero waste journey that I'm on. The other thing I want to say is I didn't do this just for you where I have everything in front of me before I'm baking. This is something I recommend to everybody, whether you're cooking, whether you're baking, is get everything out on the counter, get everything out of the pantry and out of the cabinets and out of the refrigerator so that you don't have to keep running back and forth. This is me telling you not to go back and forth. That you can just have it all right in front of you. And especially if you're following a recipe. It's so easy, it's so much less stressful. Just standing here, not moving, and which is what I need right now because of my knee. And I'm just making the cake, so it's super easy. So it looks like we've got some sugar and some, all right, those are the dry ingredients. Those are my dry ingredients. What you're not going to see is me lick the bowl because that would be embarrassing. I've got some cake pans already greased. I love these. I've had these for like 25 years, these cake pans. This is the kind where you can just move, like when the cake's done, you just scrape this along the bottom and you pop out the cake. Have you seen those? David, biscuits and gravy. Yeah, the drop biscuits and the Joy Vegan Baking is the best. Heather says I made pumpkin spice bread from the Joy Vegan Baking yesterday, and it was the best pumpkin bread I ever had. Stop it. Really? That's awesome. That is awesome. I love it. I love it. Charlie, come here. I'll take your collar off. Come here.
His collar is he just doesn't like it.
Okay, you're done. Goodbye. Okay, so those are the dry ingredients, and now I'm going to mix the wet ingredients. The wet ingredients are, what do I have? 1/2 cup of canola. Oh, stop it. I'm just going to put it in a dry measuring cup, just because I don't feel like going to get a liquid measuring cup. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put in the... What else? Oh, okay. So the distilled vinegar, of course, a tablespoon of the distilled vinegar. I'm just estimating because I can do that. So can you. And then some vanilla extract. And finally, my pureed strawberries. So like I said, I put them in the freezer a few weeks ago. That I bought these strawberries from the farmer's market. What's the matter? I bought these strawberries from the farmer's market. I knew I wasn't going to eat them all. We were going away or something. So I put them in a mason jar, put them in the freezer, and then this morning when I decided I wanted to make the strawberry cake today, I thawed out the strawberries and then I pureed it. I pureed it a little earlier. Lori says, I know, it's easier sometimes, especially if you don't have to be precise. So that's really where my liquid is coming from. It's coming from the strawberries. I don't even need a milk or a water for this. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't made this in a long time. So wish me luck. And I don't have the oven on yet because it's a very noisy fan for the oven and I didn't want it to affect our conversation. So that's it. And with any flour-based cake, you don't want to overmix because you could just really get that gluten being a little too tough. So you want to kind of mix everything pretty quickly so that your cake doesn't become too tough. You can make these as cupcakes. I'm making them as cake. Actually, I think this is going to require just one pan. It's not a lot. That's delicious. I know. It's like strawberry cake, man. And then, let's see how much it gives me. This might just be a small cake. Even if it's a layer cake, I could just do 2 small layers. I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna do 2 small layers because I think it'll be cute. It's just a few friends. These are friends we have dinner with frequently. We share every holiday together. They're really our family here. And but we love impressing each other and love sharing good food with each other and good company. We're very lucky. We're very lucky to have such good friends. And we actually just decided we're gonna do Sunday suppers once a month. And I'm very excited about that. So once a month, whatever, you get it. We're gonna get together and make dinner and have dinner together. I'm gonna leave a little in the bowl that I can lick because I can. Oops. So, questions. Christine's mouth is watering. Michelle. Strawberries never taste good at this time. You know, the farmer's market here already has strawberries. I'm gonna guess though that they're greenhouse strawberries. And I have to say they were freaking amazing. They really were. So, you know, we're in California, a little different out here, but I do think that even here in California, they were greenhouse strawberries. That's our hothouse strawberries as they would be called. That is what I think, because yeah, strawberries are not in season quite yet, but they're coming. So that's it. I'm gonna put this in the oven and hopefully, I usually bake with an apron because it can be really annoying to get flour all over your black shirt. Okay, hold on. Little view of my crutch. Okay, that's not working. I'm gonna have to do that. Sorry, I was trying to avoid that. Okay, there you go. Now you're too high. I can't see you. Okay, so that's it. Anyway, but yeah, so I'm really excited. Go listen to the Zero Waste podcast episode. Share it. Make sure you're subscribed to Food for Thought. There is so much good information coming, and if you're interested in learning about this in person, we're going to be talking about it at the Compassion in Action Conference. Of course, we're going to be talking about other forms of effective advocacy. We're going to be talking about effective forms of communication. We're going to be talking about a lot. And of course, you can come first on Friday night to my house. And I would say the majority of the people who are signing up right now are coming for the platinum version, where they come on Friday night and they come here to the house and we spend the night together having food and wine. And then Saturday and Sunday is the conference. So it's the last day of March. Celebrate the last day of March by signing up for the Compassion in Action Conference here in Oakland. It's going to be a really special weekend, and you're going to walk away with a lot of inspiration and information. We've got great speakers, and we've got great content, and it's going to be a great adventure. So I hope you can join me. Thanks, everybody. Shelly said she found those pans on Amazon. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I've had them forever, but it looks like they're on Amazon, so you can find them. Or better yet, go check out some thrift store. Go check out eBay. Go check out Craigslist. Go check out someone who probably has those pants but have gotten rid of them. Michelle is giving a testimonial and says the conference was amazing last year. I highly recommend it. And Michelle's coming again this year. And Michelle, dare I say that this year will be even better because it's 2 full days, where last year was only 1 day. And you can really bond with me and with each other so much better over the course of 2 days. And Aline says she loves my podcast, and I'm very grateful for that, Aline. Thank you so much. And I hope you keep listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I've got to get moving here, and actually I'm going to go start working on the podcast again after I get this in the oven. So love to all of you. For the animals, this is Colleen, Patrick-Goudreau. Thanks for watching.